to all my gods and goddesses checking out this video. I am C, the spiritual goddess, here for Ask C. Yes, gods and goddesses. Leave some beacon emojis in the comments below if you are checking out this video. Shout out to my babies who checked out the last Ask C. Your comments was definitely needed and appreciated, guys, because I love the community. For those of you who don't know what Ask C is, basically, this is where you guys send me your stories, send me things you may need advice on, and not just me, us here as the collective, we go ahead and we give you our helpful thoughts and advice, okay? So we do have one from my boy. I'm not going to say his name because he said he wanted to be anonymous, so but he put a name here, so I don't know. We're going to just call him Eric, okay? So, Eric has written in, and he titled this, "My girlfriend stopped talking to me after I accidentally accused her of cheating." Whew. So, before we get into this here, don't forget, if you do want to submit your stories to Ask C, you can click that link below. The link does work now, guys, and submit your stories. Make sure you're very detailed. Make sure you fill out the form on my site. And also, if you do want to book your own personal reading, go ahead and check that link below. I do have affordable readings available. So let's get into it. So, Ask C, okay. Hi C, my name is, we're going to call him Eric. My girlfriend recently got a job working for the state. Okay. All right. Getting that shmoney. I'm with that. You look, let me tell you, any state, federal, any working for the government, child, the government check, that's a good point, okay? Shout out to all my government hoes out there. Okay, this is what he says. I don't see her as much as I used to. She recently been hanging out with her coworkers, long hours, and I assume she was seeing her trainer because he would call her outside of work hours. Okay, so what type of calls was it? Like, was it like, hey, yo, schedule? Because I had different bosses at like regular jobs that would call me outside of work hours, like if they posted the schedule. Now, I wouldn't always answer, child, because shoot, my hours are what a boy said on 5 Heartbeats.
Nah, if you have any other problems with your royalties and my book, my office hours are from. My office hours are from.
Alright, you're fine.
Look, okay, but I do know it does happen though. Was they having secret conversation? Let's see what else you said. I've been through bad breakups in the past, and my ex-wife cheated on me, and it left me really burned. Long story short, I overreacted. Hold on, wait a minute. You just went from she was having calls to your ex-wife cheated on you in the past. And then we go to long story short. Like, you have to flush out the story. You know what I'm saying? You got to prep them for like that. You can't just give it to us dry like that. Like, what do you mean? How did you find out? Like, what was the cause? What made you think it was like... Okay, well, let's just get back into it. Long story short, I overreacted and went to her job. I kind of made a scene. To give you a backstory, okay, we have a backstory. Okay, she had to use my laptop for a project for her job. She logged into her Facebook, and she never logged out. You gotta log out your Facebook. You gotta log out, okay? Her coworker and her are friends on Facebook, and he sent her a meme which I felt was inappropriate in my opinion. Anyway, I kind of went ballistic. What you mean you kind of went ballistic? And cursed him out on Facebook from her page, and then from my page. Child, what? He blocked me. My girlfriend called me, and we got into a huge argument. She told me that I had to apologize or she could lose her job, and I was overreacting. I mean, you think? The next day I dropped her off, and while I was leaving the parking complex, I saw her boss. I did try to apologize, but it went left. Long story short, I felt like, what's all with these long stories? You keep saying these long stories short. You keep fast forwarding. Long story short, I felt he was being condescending. Let's just say I was banned from coming back there. Oh, what did you do? What did you do? See, you not saying the tea. Like, what did you do? Like, did y'all get in a fight? What would make a person get banned from a job at the state job, guys? What y'all think? Do y'all think he was violent? Do y'all think he got into it? Like, what do y'all think? Because he didn't really give us no tea. Maybe you can write in the comments below and let us know what you did. Like, if you want. Later that evening, my girlfriend texted me it was over. Am I overreacting? She won't take any of my calls. It's been 2 months. Come to find out, her trainer wasn't even trying to talk to her, being that he's married to a man. Did you look? Hold on, wait a minute. This can't be for real. He's married to a man? But why couldn't she just tell me that from the beginning, knowing everything that I've been through? I'm a Cancer. She's an Aquarius. Oh, there we go. Look, that's a Cancer. Look, Cancers are crazy, okay? Let me tell you, Cancers, I've dated Cancers before. They got a crazy side, like especially Cancer men. I'm assuming you're a man because your real name on here is a man's name. But yeah, they could be on their lower self really kind of loony, child. I don't know, because you left a lot of stuff out. So I'm just going to go on what I can tell you based on what you said. Let's break this down, okay? You said that your girlfriend stopped talking to you after you accused her of cheating. Now, my first thing I have to say, one thing I do feel like the line that stuck out to me is I've been through breakups in the past and my ex-wife cheated on me and it left me burned. I do feel like you're not completely healed from this. You kind of said it. And I do feel like before you can jump into a relationship, you do have to heal yourself. Now, first off, if I was your girlfriend, honestly, I would stop talking to you too. You came up to my job. One thing I do not play about is playing with my coins. Look, I don't know about y'all, but I don't play that. If you come up to my job, like back in the day, I had some crazy situations where an ex tried to call himself stalking me and coming up to my job. Oh, he got another thing coming. I don't play that with that job, okay? I did call the laws, and I will. And if I was her, I would have did that to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't play about my coin. And then she works for the state on top of that, child. Who knows what happened? If this poor baby lost her job or something, like, you can't come up and trip. First off, I will say this. If you did all that online, I wouldn't have had you drop me off at my job. I wouldn't have had you did that. I would have just said you was crazy and I would have broke up with you. That's what I would have told my boss. Secondly, what made you think that? I feel like you didn't have trust in your relationship in the first place. Like, what made you think that this is what she was doing? I get it. I get that you felt like a meme was inappropriate, but I do feel like, I don't want to say that you were overreacting, but I kind of feel like maybe you were overreacting when it comes to that. What's appropriate? Like, I feel like y'all should have had enough communication where you should have been able to communicate that with her, and she should have been able to communicate with you with your side. I do feel like it was manipulative and kind of sneaky that you still had to log into her page and you did that and went off on Facebook. Like, I don't know, we call this in Detroit crashing out over a bitch. You can't crash over a bitch player. You can't let a bitch get you out of, what that means is get you out of pocket, having you do crazy stuff. Like, I call that simp stuff, like cussing out her coworkers and doing all of that on Facebook. Like, you can't do that. You gotta, I always say, even if you think somebody doing something, you gotta handle it player. You get what I'm saying? So I do feel like, you kind of went too far there. So I definitely understand why she would end this. What can you do to try to get her back And it's a shame. How did you know the trainer was gay? How did you know he was married? Like how? Like while you was on her page, did you ain't look on the profile or anything? People love to show off their relationships on Facebook, child. Shoot, you've been there and found out the beginning of the relationship to the breakup, child. Shoot, everything in between. That's what I'm saying. So how did you not look? Like, I need more from this story. I don't know. Why couldn't she tell you that from the beginning? She probably felt like, why did she have to tell you that? Like, what you've been through don't have nothing to do with her. And this is another thing I want to tell people. Like, you know, you have to work on your own healing. What you've been through outside of your relationship that you're in now has nothing to do with that person. It's on you to do that healing. If you know you're not completely healed, don't go into a relationship, don't date, and don't try to make another person pay for what you've been through in the past. I always say, like, if I couldn't start a relationship from scratch, I got to a point, I had to say, like, then I don't want to be in a relationship. And it's okay with being single and working on yourself. It's nothing wrong with that. I feel like you need to just let this relationship go, honestly, because if I have to put myself in the sense of a woman's standpoint. If a woman came to me and said that her boyfriend was overreacting, I would say to let this go. I feel like you should just take this as a learning lesson, as a healing lesson, and just let it be. Because you said it yourself. You really overreacted. So, I mean, I could pull some cards, but child, let's see. Let's ask your spirit guides, what do you need to do? You know, I'm going to pull my true love oracle cards. What messages? Yeah, spirit is saying we got like this heart chakra, life's purpose here. You really need to focus on your life's purpose. You need to focus on your healing, spirit is saying. There's a lot of stuff you need to really focus on outside of this. Yeah. Spirit is saying you need to learn how to build real connections with people outside of your fear. You also need to heal your divine masculine energy is what spirit is saying, because I'm getting the sense that you're very I'm not trying to say this in a different in no type of way, but it's your masculine energy is very bruised is what spirit is saying. So you need to really work on that and do some healing energy. You also need to get over this with your ex-wife. I don't think that you're completely healed from it because you're bringing this up. And spirit is saying then you can date. There's just a lot of healing that you have to do. So I hope I was able to give you some advice, child. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Or let Eric, that's what we're going to call him. Did I say Eric? Yeah, we're going to call him Eric. Let Eric know what you guys think. Give some helpful advice. Did I give some good advice to Eric? Let me know in the comments below. What would you have done if you were Eric? What would you have done if you was his girlfriend, child? Would you have dumped him? Give some help and be helpful. Be helpful, guys, you know. Just because I do feel like this is a safe community for people to help, but also be real, you know, you ain't got to hold back. All right, guys. So until then, all my gods and goddesses, don't forget to leave me your ask C's. I do have a few more. We will be coming back with a few more of those at a later time. So until then, all my gods and goddesses, don't forget to always rock your crown. See you in the next video. Peace.